What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about your most valuable asset, and it's also my most valuable asset. And no matter how much wealth or material possession you might have and what that might all be worth, it still doesn't take the cake for your most valuable asset. The most valuable thing that you have is your surplus time, no matter who you are. Now, we all have a handful of responsibilities at the minimum. We all have to feed ourselves, probably make some money to buy that food, pay the rent, take care of the kids, whatever your responsibilities are, you have a bunch of them at the minimum. And outside of that, you have surplus time. Now, in terms of value generation, your most valuable asset is the surplus time you have outside of all those responsibilities. Now, a lot of people are in situations that they don't want to be in. If you're working a job and you're not happy with the financial situation you're in, and you want to start working towards something else, well, you have surplus time that you can work with, that you can use to develop a different set of skills to start creating some wealth in a different way that leverages your time a little better, perhaps. Even if you are financially in a great situation and you don't necessarily want to change things, well, your surplus time is still where you're able to do what you find meaningful, whether that's spending time with your family and friends, or learning how to play the piano, or practicing a martial art, or just hanging out with your feet up. Your surplus time is your most valuable asset. Now, that seems like it's kind of obvious, but oftentimes people don't behave in a way where they recognize that to be the truth, including myself. If we're all guilty of squandering some time, spending our time as though we have an unlimited amount of it and taking it for granted. This is always a mistake, especially if you're wanting to turn your life around in some way. Like I said, maybe you're not financially in such a rough spot. Maybe you're happy with your finances, but you want to make a change in your relationship, right? You want to build a deeper bond with your husband or wife, and you have to work on some emotional stuff. Well, that requires surplus time. Not only do you have to have surplus time, but you have to actually spend the surplus time doing that thing. So don't waste your time on things that you don't find meaningful when there is a lot of other things that you know your time is better spent doing. If you want to change your life in any way, whether it's starting to have those difficult conversations with your partner and mending the wounds in your relationship, or creating a business of something that you're really passionate about, and finally getting yourself out of a financial rut, or perhaps it's getting yourself into better shape, whatever it is, remember that surplus time is what's required of it. So when you find yourself squandering that surplus time, remind yourself that there's probably something better that you could be doing. Your surplus time is your most valuable asset. Now, one more thing before I go. If you're wanting to make a change in your life and you don't necessarily have surplus time, well, evaluate what's taking up your time. And you could do some accounting. You could do some reflection on if it's really a priority over the change you want to make. So if you want to get in shape, but you don't have surplus time because you're working 65 hours a week so that you could save up that money and buy that house next year, well, maybe, I can't tell you, only you can tell you, maybe your priorities are better in order by waiting 2 years to buy that house, and instead of working 65 hours a week, you only work 45 so that you can stay on top of your health and fitness. Like I said, I can't tell you what's best for you. I could take a good guess. I would think that's best for most people, but only you can truly know what feels the best for you. As a little aside, remember that only you can know. Other people can only guide you towards discovering what it is that only you can know about yourself. But that's besides the point. The main focus here is that your surplus time is your most valuable asset, so treat it accordingly. Thanks for watching today's video, guys. If you liked it, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I'll see you in the next one.